what's up everyone? Welcome to our, hopefully you can hear me. Yes? Okay. Using a new microphone again this week. Welcome everyone to our 16th episode of Nerd Acumen Wrestling, or NAW. Thank you for joining me, whether it's your first time or 16th time or somewhere in between. Really appreciate you, because the show wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for you guys, the viewers. So with that being said, the characters in this show are indeed you, the viewers, and what you do as a viewer is participate by voting on who you think will win each match. You select your pick before the match starts, and if you get it right, you get 1 point. With each point you earn, the most at the end of the show, earns you the right to decide a match on the next show. You can put yourself in title contendership, you can put your enemy in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Basically, you determine a match on the next show. So it's important that you win. So let's get on with tonight's show. We're going to kick things off with a little rivalry that's been going on for several weeks now. Rob has returned as Rob, so he formerly was known as Rob. He's going against his biggest adversary in GRAV1TY. So get your votes in on who you think will win this backstage brawl to open our show. Andrea, who do you think will win this? Andrea with the first pick. She's going with me. So chat, get your votes in while this loads up NAW. And of course, you can see the show every single Wednesday live here on Twitch. The reruns go on to YouTube, so if you're watching me there, thanks, appreciate it. But definitely check us out live if you can. That's where the action is and how you can get. Rob joined the chat here, voting for himself. Not a bad pick. Rob says his character's looking good. If you didn't know, I downloaded his upload. He updated some visuals to his character, so some slight cosmetic tweaks. However, we won't get to see your entrance, though, with the backstage brawl. So we'll have to save that for next week. What's up, Omega? Fighting at the Breslin Center. It does kind of look like it, doesn't it? Alright, Omega, get your vote in. Who you think's going to win this one? Locksteady voting for Rob here, going against me. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And then, of course, Omega here has a title to defend, actually, in our second match here. And Sarah, thank you for picking my side. I appreciate it. Sarah voting for me, of course. But yes, Omega's match is next after this one, so you'll want to stick around to see if you defend your Twitch championship that you just acquired at last week's pay-per-view event. Omega voting for me, thank you for that. And of course, this is a backstage brawl. The rules are simple. Kick each other's ass backstage. That's really it, huh? That's the rules. So how's everyone been? Everyone been alright? Alright, kicking things off here. Looks like Rob's getting the jump on GRAV1TY here. It's not nice. As you can see, fully changed the attire here. A little bit of elbow strikes. Slow to kick off the action. Into the wall, GRAV1TY goes. Kind of shocked by this jump. New fighting style, looks like, too, from Rob. Getting thrown into the wall, though. Rob says I deserve it. The ass kicking noise. Looks like we have an interview behind us. Kind of looks like Xavier. Is that a low blow? Fighting dirty. He's looking for people to appreciate him when no one is backstage. Rob still loves me even though he's kicking my ass. Whitey's back. What's up, Brett? Welcome back. Going with gravity here. So, Brett, you missed a couple shows, man. So, I don't know if you know this, but you're a 3-time champ. You survived the Elimination Chamber, won the belt back. You're the first ever 3-time champ here. Omega says pandering to no one. Indeed. Oh, no worry, Brett. You can always watch the episodes on demand. I just want to let you know that you are the champ. So congrats. If you get a chance, check out our YouTube. You can watch the episode back. Or we have it on highlights right here on Twitch. He says, I know I'm a legend. Brett the Legend has returned. Looks like Rob has some pads too, some shin guards. Oh, you are subscribed, that's right. I never know who's on both or just one or the other. I know we have a lot of people that jump back and forth, but we only do live streaming here on Twitch. So a lot of people prefer the live stuff over watching stuff on demand, and the opposite too. Some people don't have time and they try to catch episodes later. So here we are in the locker room. This is a new scene. I don't think we've ever been in the locker room for the Backstage Row. We usually end up in the office. But it looks like Rob's getting to know the locker room very well there. Getting thrown into the cubbies multiple times. Omega says this match needs more cowbell. Well, it looks like we're going to go powerbomb of sorts into the cubby. Ow! That's backbreaking. This is needing more water. Stomping a mud hole. Into the cubby again. I don't think Rob's going to survive this. Is this going to be another powerbomb into the cubby? Ow. And that's going to do it for this opening contest. Andrea, Sarah, Omega, and Brett scoring a point. Pretty sure we haven't seen the last of this rivalry, though. The thing is, they're not fighting for anything either. There's not even a title on the line. But in this match, there is the DNA Twitch Championship Fatal 4-Way Tables match. Starting with on the left, Rabbit, Phoenix, Henry, and Patrick. Get your votes in. Rob says ring. Rob says, let me down. Nerd. So get your votes in on this DNA Twitch Championship. Andrew, who are you voting for? Brett voting for Bunny. Patrick voting for himself, of course. Mr. Omega looking to defend. Andrew, trying to decide. We'll be back to tagging next week, of course. Rob's going with Desi. Andrea's going with Desi. Uh-oh. Am I much quieter than the game audio? Yeah, it's this microphone. I'm telling you. It's up all the way. Let me know if that helps. This is the volume we had it on our weekly dosage, so. Alright, Patrick is Locke's votes. Sarah voting Henry. We're spreading this one out. So yeah, I don't know, let me know if it's better here. I made an adjustment. That's better already, awesome. So yeah, sorry about that. Getting used to the balance of the new microphone. Alright, so this is a tables match. First one to go through the table loses. The person putting them through that table wins the Twitch Championship. So this could go very quickly or this could take a while. Our first contender we have is Phoenix. Brett says I preferred the game audio. You dick. So Phoenix here has had an interesting run. Former tag team champion. He's had his run at various belts. Never kind of has gotten a groove going here. So hoping to pick up a singles title here and continue some success. Yeah, no one mentioned that to me, so good to know. We asked during the stream too if the audio was fine, but no one seemed to say anything. So our next contender here is a former DNA champion, Mr. Henry. So he's no stranger to singles championships here. Looking to pick one up, or another one up, I should say. Henry, just in time, voting for himself. So we were spread out on this one. Someone has picked every single competitor. That's very rare. No worries, you're just in time. You're here for your match. So the first one you missed was just a quick backstage brawl between iRob and Gravity. And we got one cheer from Henry. Hip hip. So thank you for that. Omega says he has a winning smile. He does seem always happy, doesn't he? Sarah reminding Henry there that she's supporting him in this match. The only other vote for you, Henry. So it's you and Sarah. And of course our very own Bunny Rabbit here, looking to pick up a belt as a former tag champion with actually Phoenix in this match. So we've seen them work well together. Let's see how they do as opposing forces. Henry says Andrea lost all faith in me.
No, I vote for who's watching. You weren't here, so I voted against it. I'm sorry, Henry.
Burn.
My voting strategy.
Yeah. Now you know how Andrea votes. If you want to get voted for by Andrea, watch the stream live. That's her strategy.
Oh, he said hi. Hi, Henry.
Why did you vote for Desi then? He hasn't joined us yet.
But I know he watches it back later.
No, okay.
So I just...
So say Patrick, he's the champ.
Is he watching?
Patrick, yeah,
Oh,
say hi to Omega. That's Omega right
Hi,
here.
Patrick. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were watching. Well, I fail on all friends. I'm not voting on this match. Quit.
Henry says a smart way to get viewers. At least viewer support from Andrea, that is. I can't vote. It'd be very biased for me to vote in these matches. Well, that it would be a very good corrupt general manager if I did. Locke says Andrew never votes for me. I'd vote for your Patrick if I could vote. Must say that belt looks good on you. Let's hope you keep it.
Locke, you've gone against my husband like the last 3 or 4 times. I can't go against my husband. That's
You can.
good.
Haterade. Omega says that guy is money. I mean, he closely resembles someone I know. Although I don't know if you have that tight of a yellow shirt, to be honest. You may. I don't know if you do. That's what it's for, ladies and gents. The Twitch Championship. How can you get a shot at it? Easy. Do what Henry did and cheers us. You can cheers us during any one of our programs. And as long as you're on that list, I'll put you in a match for that title belt. So this match is underway. Immediately, Rabbit and Phoenix pairing off. Interesting. Instead of working together, going against each other. I didn't hear other than apparently I'm a hater. You own a shirt that's that type of white. Gotcha. I can change it if you'd like. Some amazing high-risk maneuvers from Rabbit there off the top rope. Taking a risk early. Will it pay off, though? Ultimately, we do need a table in this thing. We had a cheers from Sarah. Hip, hip.
Hooray.
Thank you for that. So you can earn bits. And Henry, cheers. Hip, hip.
Hooray.
So you can earn bits by watching ads. You can click the little bit icon. And it's free currency for you to do whatever on anybody's channel. Ultimately, you can donate cheers like they are at any time during any of our shows. And again, we'll put you in a title match for the Twitch Championship here if you're on that board. I do try to keep those people who are cheering involved in this title picture with the Twitch Championship, so I like to rotate through. But you're definitely always eligible for that belt. Ah, see, the yellow shirt he has, it's a pic he took in New York City. It's filtered. So it's supposed to be white. Okay. I mean, yellow's not a bad color. Like, it looks good on you, so I was like... So we just got a follow. Thank you for following our channel. So join us in the chat. I didn't catch who that was. It went by so quick. So thanks for the follow. Limiting the competition. We got, hey, you got Rabbit on the floor. All right, so we have a table in the ring here. Phoenix going after Henry. Again, the defending champion in the yellow picking up the table. So we have Omega, a.k.a. Patrick. Phoenix on the outside grabbing another table, bringing it into the ring. Meanwhile, Patrick's setting up the table. TNB Rain, it was you. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to our show. If it's your first time watching, we do this every Wednesday. If you are on Xbox with this game and you want your character on our roster, hashtag NAW your character, and I'll download your character and put them on the roster here. So let me know. Hopefully you're on Xbox. It makes my job easier. Otherwise, thanks for joining us. As I said, Wednesday is our night for the Fantasy League here. Every Thursday we get together as a group with Rabbit and Locksteady, and we do a variety stream, whether it's talking wrestling, talking about pop culture, playing games together, something wacky or zany, are those good words to describe. We do something unique here, I feel. So you're on PS4. So many people on PS4. Makes me really reconsider my purchases. Well, what we can do also, I don't want you to feel left out, and I've done this for other people. You can send us a picture if you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/DoseOfNerdAcumen, a picture of your character, and we can try to recreate it to add it to the roster. We can do our best. So if you want to be a part of this, definitely do that. And if you need that link, again, it's in our description of our page, on our Twitch here. So it's our Facebook. Or just search for Dose of Nerd Acumen. You can find us in every social media site. Brett says Hulk Hogan for the win. He's a legend. Keep it on Xbox, Xbox One. So yeah, I'm seeing quite a few of you on Xbox. I can't make everyone happy. This game is also on the Switch though, but I heard it was not so great. The frame rate is pretty bad. So Phoenix looking to set up Henry through a table here. Although Henry's not staying on that table, refusing to go down. Patrick recognizing what's going on, trying to stop this. So this particular match is for the Twitch Championship, TMB, or Reign, whichever you prefer. There are several belts. There's an NAW Championship, a DNA Championship, a Twitch. There's tag titles. There's women's titles. This particular one's a tables match for the Twitch Championship, and you can cheers our channel to be eligible for that one. This is our 16th episode as well. You can catch all our stuff on youtube.com/doseofnerdacumen or in our highlights here on Twitch. So if you want to catch up on the action, we've been doing this for several weeks now. So it's still early, not too late to join, and always fun to get started in the action. Start taking polls for the system in the future. Yeah. I've always been Xbox when it comes to WWE. The last time I bought a WWE game on another system was a PS2. Am I going to retire this once 2K19 comes out? I'm going to slowly transition to 2K19. I have to rebuild the roster, so it's not going to be launch week, unfortunately. It's going to take me some time to rebuild, so it might be a few weeks into the new release. How do you create all the cool arenas and belts? I create the graphics. A lot of these are created by myself as well as other members of DNA, and then they have an uploader that you can upload and then import into the game. So all the stuff is custom. And then in the game, obviously, they have a custom creator where you can create arenas and belts, and we just use the images. Patrick sliding under the table. Looked like he broke his neck there as he was coming in. It was awkward. But I will have 2K19 launch weekend. But again, it's going to take me a little time to transition. But I do plan on switching over to that. I just don't know what the new features are going to be or how it works yet. Rob said he's just that good. 2 tables in the ring here. Almost one sliding out, though. Patrick trying to hold on to this thing, picking up Rabbit. Exhaustion setting in for these opponents, though. Patrick and Henry still standing tall. Why does this controller do this? Loses the pairing every freaking week. No, it has batteries. It's not that chargeable. Something wrong with the connection of it. Sorry about that. Desi taking a nap. So we have submission moves set up here. It's not the way to win, though. We do have blood. Our first blood of this match and evening. Rabbit has been busted open. Henry going to the table. Rabbit looking to pick up a win here. Does he have enough? Patrick's on the outside, distracted. Could this be the end? It is. Rabbit picking up the Twitch Championship here, putting Henry through the table. So Brett scoring a point here. Only one to get a point. Putting Brett at 2 points. Going 2 for 2. Welcome back, Brett. Rain, did I watch Raw this week? I have read through the highlights. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to completely watch it. What I read, I had mixed feelings on, though, to be honest with you. The controller is exhausted, too, apparently. Rob says, damn it. So, congrats to Rabbit, who is one of our Cheers supporters on the channel here. Again, you could be eligible for this championship, too, if you cheers our channel. With his promo on screen, too. Did he have his promo on when he was winning? That's funny timing. Hashtag cheat codes. So yes, if you want to watch Rabbit, who just won the belt, each Friday he has a Cooking with Rabbit show currently. We might get more of a variety stream in the near future for him, but currently that's what he's been doing. So be sure to check that out on our Twitch channel here if you sub to us every Friday at an unspecified time. So you'll have to subscribe to get notified. Trash, it's like I froze up when your controller messed up. I don't know. Patrick, you'll get another shot at that belt. Your time is not done. I always feel bad, like when people lose the belt, and then when someone else wins, I'm happy for them, but I'm sad for the people that lose. So our next contest is a steel cage match for the DNA Championship. We have Elk, Antonio, Tragedy, and our champion Marcus. So starting from the left, Tragedy, Antonio, Elk, and Marcus. Get your votes in. Andrea. Omega says congrats, though. Going with Tragedy, the former champion. Marcus is our current champion. Rob going with the champ, Marcus. Locke voting for Elk. Omega voting for Marcus. Locke says Elk better not let him down this time. So get your votes in. Rain, you can be a part of this too if you want. You're still with us? Sarah voting for Antonio. And then Brett, you don't want to miss your chance if you're still with us. You're quiet tonight and you're not fighting Nightbot. So our first challenger here in this cage match. Antonio Santos. Rob says Nightbot hates Brett. Indeed. So get your votes in. Once the match starts, you have to lock out the votes. Brett says screw Nightbot. You know, all this hate, I feel like Brett and Nightbot would be an unstoppable tag team. Just putting that out there. That doesn't need to be a thing. Brett's picking Samoa Joe, so by that you mean Antonio. So our next challenger here, we have all the way from Taylor, Michigan. He's a competitor in another league called Clash Wrestling. You should check them out online. Because this is the one and only Elk. Former champ here. We have from Detroit, Michigan, known as Tragedy. Omega says Taylor Tucky. Rob says kick his ass, Seabass. Why did I do that? Oh. You're from the movie. So this is our third of 5 contests this evening. We have 2 left after this, of course. That's basic math, right? So you don't want to miss the next 2 matches. Big main event coming up, too. But first, our DNA champion here, defending that belt, possibly in this cage match. We have from the Culture Junkies, Mr. Marcus himself. Stole Velveteen Dream's glasses. You know, Velveteen Dream is amazing. I'm very impressed with him, and I'm afraid of him going to the main roster for fear of what they'll not do with him. Rob says down with Andrea. Omega says, great belt, I want it. Is that a challenge? I can see that match happening in the future. Oh, that was the graphic. We did it?
It's coming, I keep saying it.
That's what she said. What's coming down is that cage around these 4 competitors. The match has begun. DNA Championship on the line. Will Marcus survive, or will we crown a second new champion this evening? Rob says I challenge it all. You gotta win. And iRob, you're a former Twitch champion, and I believe, did you win the DNA championship at one point too? I can't recall now. It's been so many title changes, but I know you had the Twitch belt at one point. You may have had the DNA title at one point. The people you should all be challenging, or person, is D. Whitey in chat here, Mr. Brett, the only 3-time NAW champion. Jobbing is winning, bro, says iRob. Oh, catches the clothesline attempt. Tragedy does on Antonio. Setting him up and throwing him into the ropes. Kicks to the back. Meanwhile, Marcus doing some damage here on Elk. Elk reversing out. Tragedy setting up Antonio for something. Meanwhile, Marcus reversing. Big suplex attempt here. Omega says he wants Andrew to get on the mic. You need a Corey Graves to your Michael Cole. Would you like to be guest commentary? Be the first female to commentate NAW. Someone has to do all the work making you look good. You gonna commentate? She says, nah, she's good. Vintage, says iRob. You just say that over and over. Maybe if we get a hashtag going from the whole chat, we want Andrea. I did discuss with her an idea coming up for October that you guys are all going to be in for a treat for. So hopefully that comes to fruition, because I think it will be amazing. So stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. It's going to be a big announcement. But I has an idea. In the words of my son. Pinfall attempt here. Tragedy on Antonio. Distraction. Marcus taunting while pinfall's going on. He could have lost his title on that. Rob says debut match. That's vintage. Marcus working on Elk in the corner. Tragedy on Antonio. Marcus taunting some more. Looking to escape the cage, though, to retain. Tragedy is not letting that happen. He said, Hammer fist. Picking him up. Some lefts. Kick to the midsection. Marcus said nope. And belly to belly, throwing him down. Antonio looking to escape, though. Marcus halting his attempts. Down he goes. Elbow drop. Tragedy looking to get back involved. Meanwhile, Elk looking exhausted. This is anyone's contest. All it takes is 3 seconds to win this thing, or an escape. Elk going high risk. Will it pay off? Big splash on Antonio. Elk looking to escape. Tragedy with a giant leg drop. Looking to go after Elk. Could he do it? Denies his attempts. Both go down. Marcus looking to escape to retain here. Halting his efforts. Antonio looking to escape. Tragedy halting his efforts as well. Only man standing is Tragedy. Could he reclaim his former belt? It's looking like Tragedy is going to pull out all stops here and become our new 2-time DNA champion, scoring Andrea with a point here. Congratulations to Tragedy, our new DNA champion. And Andrea, good job, 1 point. iRob says, Team Dad Bod forever. We're coming for the belts when we're not beating each other up backstage. I'm glad you said up. Side note, are you writing for Becky Lynch now? She's been fired. You know, I am very biased, so I'm going to go with yes. I've been an obsessed fan since her debut. You may or may not know that. So our new DNA champion there, surviving the cage in this third contest. IROP says all my picks suck tonight. Sorry, bro. Can't win them all. Or any. So far. Our next contest is a DNA Twitch Championship for the women. A triple threat contest here. Featuring Andrea D, and Sarah. Or kinda smallish. Sarah's hearting Becky Lynch. Andrea, who you voted for?
Mine.
Andrea voting for herself. Who are you guys voting for? Get your votes in now. Brett said someone said my matches were boring. Who said your matches are boring? Brett, you and Locksteady have the highlight reel match for NAW. You guys have had some of the best rivalries. I might be biased here, but Sarah voting for herself. I'm jobbing picks now too. Rob voting for Andrea. Whoa.
Well, which one?
Andrea D or Andrea? Lock going for Sarah. Get your votes in, Brett. Omega. Brett voting Andrea. The good one. Which one's the good one? We need to pick a different name for you. Arrogance personified, says iRob.
I'm surprised.
Best heel today who's not named Ciampa. Yeah. No, it's about time they, Omega picking Andrea. The one that actually held the title. Ouch. Harsh words. You know, other Andrea does watch this, you meanie. Speaking of, she is one half of the women's tag team champions here. So the only one without a belt going into this match is Andrea Lana. Better not let me down, says iRob. I show no mercy, says Brett. Both Andreas have held titles. It's true, as you can see, Andrea D here with a title. For the most part, I believe all of the women on the roster have held a belt at one point. The only one that has not yet actually is Amy. Because Kate had it, everyone else has had a belt. Brett says the important title. You're diminishing the value of the tag titles? Brett trying to stir up some controversy like Brett does best. Sounds like Brett needs a new opponent for next week's show. Hint, hint, get your votes in and get them correct so you can take down Brett. Hashtag that. Hashtag take down Brett. And yeah, Brett, I said it. Brett says if I'm not holding it, isn't worth my time. Wow. Chat, what's going on? You're gonna let him rule NAW like this? Your silence allows him to continue. iRob says I'll take down Brett. Stole Taker's hat, says Omega.
The lady.
Calm down over there, Brett, says Sarah. I'm going to start calling you R-Truth. Brett says grow a couple inches so we can talk about it. Jeez.
Hey now, Brett.
Go for the jugular. Rob says I need some ointment.
I'm sweating just thinking about wrestling.
Right? Locke says don't make me take my belt back, Brett. Wow. Next thing you know, he's going to be challenging Carmella for a belt. Of course, here's your Twitch champion. Looking to defend this here. Has been our most dominant champ since episode 10.
God, Sarah, learn to share.
Has also held the women's championship since episode 10. Looking to beat the record that Andrea Alana has held for longest reigning champ for the women. Brett says, come at me, nerd. I'll beat you so badly, I'll become a 4-time champ. When you have to lose to win it back a 4th time? So this is a triple threat. Our 4th of 5 contests here tonight. And it's for the Women's Twitch Championship. So yes, women, you can cheer our channel also and be eligible for that very belt. So feel free to do like Sarah and cheers us. It's fun and it's free. I'm keeping this belt. It goes well with my hair. I'll drop it and win it back, says Brett. So this match is underway. The women's main event this evening is a triple threat encounter. So Andrea already down and hurt. She took a hit hard, it looks like. Although it's taunting now. You know, Andrea D taking out Sarah on the top. iRob says, I like free. Free is my favorite F word. Do like Sarah does and give us a cheers. We say hip hip and then hooray. So thank you for that. 1 cheers from Sarah. We appreciate it so much. So if you like what we do here, it's a simple way to give back and help us out. Brett says, I'm so broke I can't afford anything that's free. Double team maneuver here. We have bitter rivals working together. Sarah, however, turning it and taking down Andrea there. Working together and quickly no longer a team. High risk off the ropes. Nice lunging jump there. Impressive maneuvers from our champ. Taking a moment to have the adoring fans rain some cheers on her. Going for a tie-up. Into a slam down goes Sarah. Andrea D standing tall. Meanwhile, other Andrea looking injured already. A rolling leg drop. That did not pay off. Going high risk and knee to the face on the top rope. What are we going to see here? Hurricane Rana? Indeed. So to give an update on the points total this evening and how important these next matches are. Brett has 2, Andrea has 1, Sarah has 1, Omega has 1. And actually, Andrea, you have 2. I'm wrong. Andrea has 2, Brett has 2, Sarah has 1, Omega has 1. So right now, Brett and Andrea are tied, and they have both voted for Andrea in this match. So they could remain tied going into the main event. Well, they will remain tied going into the main event. Whether it be 2 or 3 points. So the people who won right, you have a chance to tie up with them. So these matches are important. Rest is if you want to watch me, the first ever 3-time NAW champion, then give this channel a follow and go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, Brett, for the shout out. You could be our marketing rep. Share out our stuff. Sarah taunting while Andrea is going for a pinfall on Andrea. Not the best idea. Gets almost a 2 count while Sarah was distracted there. iRob says, come on, Andrea, get back in there. Brett says, I got you. Much appreciated. Sarah on the outside of the ring while the 2 Andreas are battling it out. This is a good time to go for a pinfall here while one's distracted. Will they actually go for it? Andrea taking a moment here to taunt. Working on the arm. Sarah recovering though, looking to climb back in, and does so. Hits a strike, takes Sarah down. Andrea going high risk. Is she gonna land it? She does. Did we get a dab? This is Brett. I don't dab. I'm too old to dab. It would just look really weird. Do you dab? No, Andrea doesn't dab. Rob says if Andrea loses, I riot. You're gonna riot in your own home? That'd be funny to see. If you riot in your own home, post the video to our Facebook. Brett says no one is too old to dab. See, the thing is, if I did it, I'd make it uncool. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin it for everyone. Moonsaults into a pin. Andrea going down. Will Andrea stop this? 2 count. Andrea stops the pinfall attempt here. Reverse. Andrea back in control. Setting up an arm breaker there. Brett says it's already dead. Andrea going for a pinfall on Andrea. 1 count. Sorry. Andrea's setting up a finisher. And lands it. Does she have enough time to score a 3 count though? 1, 2, 3. Andrea, our new Twitch champion, dethroning a 6-episode run of Sarah. Scoring Andrea her 3rd point of the night. Rob, your 1st point of the night. Brett, your 3rd point of the night. And Omega, your 2nd point of the night. 007, this is an interesting triple threat. I don't know who wins. I have pics of you riding when Edge cashed in. I've seen it. That was a great evening, by the way. Kind of like the Lock Steady career. I'm sorry, that was rude. Jeez, going after Lock. Not the Sandow failed cash in. Or Damien Sandow. So welcome to the channel 007. Your new name here. Appreciate you joining us. The good sportswomanship from Sarah. Saying good job, Andrea.
Thanks, sir.
Don't worry, Sarah, you're still the women's champion. We have one more match left for you tonight. This is the main event decided by Lock Steady after our pay-per-view event last week when Sarah gifted her win to Lock Steady. Sarah says, when do I get my rematch?
Oh.
Are we going to see that next Wednesday?
We'll see where Andrew's points go, friend.
You'll have to tune in next week for that.
We don't need to rumble.
It's about time Andrew did something useful, says Rob. Brett says trash. This match is boring. Get your votes in now. Rick and Lock Steady, challengers. Mikey and Donnie, champions. Undisputed tag team titles.
I'm going with Lock and Rick.
Lock and Rick from Andrea. Lock and Rick from Sarah. Get your votes in. This is our main event for the evening. The Blazers. Which one's the Blazers?
Button up first.
Okay. Rob says Rick and Lock. Lock says, you know, I'm voting for myself. So who's the Blazers?
There you
Brett.
go, Lock. Don't ever say I didn't vote for you.
Oh, okay. So Brett going with Andrews. We're going to have a tie. Omega going for Rick and Lock. No one going for the champions here. So again, this is our main event contest. Right now going into this, everyone voting in favor of the challengers, meaning that our winners are potentially tonight Andrew and Brett. So start thinking about who you want or what you want as your match. Actually, Brett changing his mind. You're going for Mikey and Donnie. That's right, I forgot you had mentioned that. So right now, this match determines pretty much who's going to win the show. It's between Andrea and Brett, both with 3. One of these two will win tonight's show. Or if Omega gets it right and Andrea gets it right, well, that'll still give it to Andrea. So either way, this boils down to Andrea or Brett to win tonight. Says, oh my gosh, stop now. What am I doing? Hi, Rob. Can you win? No. The Blazers are Team Mike. Should I rename their team then? Call them the Blazers? Oh, that's offensive. This match is a tag team TLC. The object is to climb the ladder and snag that belt. So this is going to be an interesting main event, decided by none other than our own Locksteady. That's what it's for. Brett says, don't care, it's offensive. Rob says, do they blaze? Like blaze of steel? And the contest is underway. Again, the object, grab a ladder, climb up, grab the belt. Simple, right? So as far as points go, it's between Andrew and Brett tonight. So you guys should start thinking about what you want for your matches. Start thinking. Andrea is the newly crowned Twitch champion for the women, and of course Brett is our NAW champion. So both champions. Are they just going to make sure their own characters take a week off? We didn't see Brett here tonight in action. He took a week off after winning the belt. Brett says, my show, my rules. Well, let's see if your pick is right, because then you do get to decide. You do me a favor? Oh, okay. All right. On the dominance right now, we have Mikey and Donnie in the ring. Meanwhile, outside of the ring, we have Locksteady and Rick, a newly formed tag team. Wow. Locksteady going after Donnie here. So Mikey and Donnie have been champions for quite a few weeks now, and they've even unified the tag team titles here. We used to have 2 different tag team titles. We've unified them at our most recent pay-per-view event, so we only have 1 tag team belt now for the men and 1 for the women. iRob says, I don't ever take a week off. Someone needs a job for all you fools. Brett says, we already got a jobber, though. It's Locke. Ouch. You and Locke's rivalry. I specifically remember the last time you were overly confident going against Locksteady. It was a Hell in a Cell match at a pay-per-view event, which we now call the 3 Moves of Doom. And you were on the receiving end of that. It didn't go well for you. Donnie going for the belts here immediately. Does he have enough time? Is Locksteady going to stop him, or are we going to have defending champions scoring Brett to decide this thing? Locke climbing up. He does it with just enough time. Thank you. Locksteady going after the belt now. Mikey stopping him. We have a nice lamp in our way so we can't see the action. That was a weird noise. What was that? Squashed. Brett says, I know my match for next week. And Locke is the 3 moves of doom. Brett says 3-time champion. Yikes, you both got 3s. However, Mikey trying to retain the titles here. Does he have enough time? Looking like he has all day while Donnie distracts Rick in the corner. This thing could be over real quick here. Locke steady coming back in the ring. Will he stop Mikey in time? Climbing the ladder. Does he have enough time though? Locke steady going back down on the ladder, letting Mikey win this thing. Unbelievable. It's like he gave him the belt there. What are you doing? Scoring Brett the victory here tonight with the most correct with 4 out of 5. A near perfect show. Andrea says this is why I do not vote for Locke Steady. Unbelievable. He went to punch Mikey in that replay and backed down off the ladder, giving him the win. The NAW screw job. This was rigged. Brett says, hey Andrew, I'm coming for that title. I don't think it works that way, but Brett, what are you picking for your match next week? We are doing the mixed match challenge again. I know. Oh, we're getting Brett versus Locke Steady. Hell in the Cell 2 for the NAW Championship. iRob says Squash 2.0. So tune in next week. Locke Steady says, and that, Tyson, is how you get into the main event on Raw. You guys, your rivalry is impressive. iRob wanting to be the guest ref on that one. Interesting. I see a screw job in the making there. Brett says, I'm going to return the favor. He says, it's a lot funnier if you watch SmackDown this week. I did not. WWE, write better programming, maybe I'd watch your stuff. Just saying. You can learn something from NAW. Just saying. Y'all don't have Brett, y'all don't have Locke Steady here. In the main event next week, Wednesday, 8:30 here on DNA's Twitch, DNA's Twitch channel, not the championship. So, this has been NAW exclusively on Dose of Nerd Acumen's Twitch channel. You can follow us, you can sub, you can cheer us, you can do all that stuff. Let us know what you think. Join us in the chat. But of course, tune in next week to catch that main event. It's going to be Hell in a Cell 2. Locke Steady versus the 3-time champion, Brett. So 3-time champ versus 3 moves of doom. You're going to want to be here to see it. I know I'm going to be here. Did we watch All In? I did not. Omega says missed it. iRob, did I win? No, I heard All In was good. I do need to catch up. A lot of stuff behind this. What happens when you have a holiday weekend. So thank you all for joining us, though, on yet another episode here. Join us tomorrow, please, for a fun All the Good Culture Weekly Dosage, our 49th episode of the Weekly Dosage. We're almost at nifty 50. So we're going to be talking tomorrow night about the year that was 1996. And of course, join us Friday for a special, whatever he feels like doing, episode of Blank with Rabbit. Whether he's going to cook, play a game, or I don't know yet. So join us. Of course, give us a follow, sub. You'll get notified. And you can keep up on all the action. So, thank you again, and you all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.